Let's grab us some weights and try to warm up a little bit. See where we're at for the day. I want to bench a little bit. Main objective for today is to get this week started and try to get head on straight. Got another big week on the way. Last week was a big one. Did a great job with that. And this next one coming up is another big week. And guess what is after that? An even a bigger week, so I don't need to stress about taking 2 days completely all the way off. Didn't really want to not work out both days and not stream both days, but just kind of what happened. I was like exhausted on Saturday, so I took the day off, and then Sunday, I did work out a little bit on Sunday. I did an off-stream workout yesterday, but I didn't stream it, obviously. I did get on for the game, so I was trying to rest up. I don't know, like I said, I was like my attitude, like my head wasn't really in the right place to stream, so I tried to rest, but then my head was like too active to sleep, so it was really weird. So I'm gonna try to drop that a little bit. I'm gonna try to let that go, and we're gonna try to start off strong this week and do a good job this week. So that's where we're at. Yeah. I've been training heavy since the year began, training until failure. If I do it the whole day, I have no energy left. Should I train even after work? If that works for your schedule, you could try it out. Yeah. That might, that might allow you to get more food in you. But the risk with training after work is that sometimes you're tired, and that can help, or that can make it harder to get to the gym sometimes. But I mean, one of the things you could do is try to think about training for progression rather than training till failure. You know? Something to think about. Oh, sweatshirt, thanks. Get you one. Get you one. They're available on the old !DBH store. You know what's been funny though? Is my TikTok has kind of been popping off. We've been making some TikToks and they seem to be going well, so pretty funny. I don't know if you guys follow TikTok at all, but check it out on there. It's been fun to goof around on that platform a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna try to just get in the rhythm here today and see if we can get some momentum going. Tomorrow we have a very interesting day. We have a sponsored stream in the evening, which is cool. But in the morning, we're gonna be zooming in with one of my friends who's a teacher and talking to his class. We'll be doing 2 sessions of that. And since it's Zoom, we're gonna go ahead and do that on stream so that you guys can listen in too and kind of hear some of what we're talking about. And even though it's, the conversation will be directed towards 8th graders, I think some of the things that we're gonna be talking about are broadly applicable. I think I saw it, Lance says. I didn't register that as a gym talk. I registered that as a just like a clip. But I know I need to get that going. Thank you. What's up, Hanger? I need to get that going. Hey, Mortius. Train test day 2 o'clock. Great, good. Good. Hopefully we're gonna be getting into it a little bit today. See what we can do. Like I said, I'm kind of in a weird spot right now, but we'll be all right. Don't need to stress about kind of one tired day over the weekend and one weird day on Sunday. Just gotta kind of work my way through that and establish a new thing, right? Yeah, it's really wild, Bound by Time, how that works, huh? Kind of crazy. It's a really interesting platform. Not only just for the viral capacity, but just because it's just like it's just so many people's like creativity just on display. It's really neat. Really neat. But yeah, I think we tried to do a chest day on Friday and just didn't happen. So we took like basically Saturday all the way off, and Sunday just did like a little light week. So yeah, yeah, that's funny. Cancel Instagram reels. So that's kind of the same kind of thing. Yeah, pretty funny. How humans can connect with each other nowadays, huh? And how funny moments or ideas can reach so many people. It's really neat. I like it. I don't think I'm fully harnessing it, but I'm wading my way in, you know? Just having fun with the platform a little bit. Just goofing. Thank you, Bacon, for the Super Saiyan Ascension. Appreciate it, man. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, like, I don't want this week to be a deload week because I haven't done anything, you know? Need to work through a little bit here. Yeah. Found some new treatment for TikTok? Good. Cool. You broke your deadlift 1 rep max twice last week. Oh my gosh. Making gains. That's crazy. Making gains. And then the worst chest session of like Thursday. Well, I mean, I don't know, if you broke your deadlift PR twice in 1 week, you may have generated some systematic fatigue. So, if you had a rough chest day, it doesn't seem outside of the realm of possibility there. That's how it goes. I'm with you, bro. I'm trying to manage the systematic fatigue. Like once again, I slept a lot on Saturday, which is good, and then I tried to sleep in again on Sunday. I just couldn't fall asleep. Got a slight injury going on? Not really. Aw, thanks, Massey. No injuries. Just gotta get my head on straight. Yeah. Just gotta get my head on straight. Standard stuff. Being in the gym helps, though. I pushed myself pretty hard, and at the end of last week, I was pretty tired. We finished what we need to do on Friday, and then Saturday I was real tired, and then rested up, and then tried to, like I said, on Sunday, it was like, it's kind of an annoying little thing where I didn't have the right energy to stream, probably. And so I tried to get some work, I tried to work out and then go to bed, but like, I felt like I hadn't done enough that weekend, and so like my mental energy was still kind of like harassing me. So kind of like I had a bunch of anxious energy while trying to fall asleep. That's annoying. Because like you're like, I went to bed early, and now I can't sleep, and that's like annoying, so it makes it hard to sleep again. So it's just like, it's kind of stupid, but it's very upsetting in the moment, that's for sure. Very frustrating. So, the moral of the story is don't try to rest. Only work. My body weight went probably around 200. I usually can get my mind to calm down, but the way that I keep my mind quiet is by working really hard every day. And so taking time to recover can sometimes know? So maybe I should have streamed last night, but I was trying to listen to what people tell me and rest, and it just doesn't really work out, so that's really frustrating. Not because I was like, not only was I unproductive in terms of work, I was also unproductive in terms of rest. So I was like, well, damn, that's annoying. But we'll try to get in the gym today and try to have a good stream today and get ourselves some momentum for tomorrow's chat with the youngsters and sponsored stream. So. My head on straight. Because once again, like, everything's going really well. We have a lot of cool opportunities coming our way. There's nothing for me to be like bummed out about. Everything's going good. I mean, everything's, you know, something I can handle. It's just like, it takes an immense amount of effort to be better. You have to try to find that balance of like, not killing yourself. Like with just, you know, from fatigue, where you just don't want to be like completely blasted, and then, but also not getting stuff done, you know what I mean? So, there's 135 on the bar, we're just pump a little. Guess we can beefy things. I do train calves directly, but they could do more. I've been trying to show them some more love on that day. So yeah. The gym today will help. Doing our stuff will help. But I have that thing where like rest time, like time completely off, can actually be a stress inducer for me. And that was kind of the case yesterday. So I tried to give myself some extra rest, and it just sort of backfired a little bit. Whatever. Here we go. And I'll talk it out with you guys because the gym is kind of my therapy. Talk through it a couple times, and then by the end of this, we'll feel a little better, and we'll just kind of be in rhythm and have a good stream today, and that'll help out a lot. That'll be the best thing. So here we go. I don't need to beat myself up about it because we've been doing a really good job with really cool stuff, and we have a lot of cool stuff on the way too, so just gotta keep putting the work and try to keep yourself some kind of, you know, balance and energy. Sounds fine, Massey. Yep. Oh, I'm sorry that the home life's not a good place for you to be, Killa. That's really not good. You'd give anything to have the motivation to start working out? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. What do you mean you'd give anything to have the motivation to start working out? No, you wouldn't. What are you talking about? If you wanted to go work out, you'd do it. Don't give me that. I'd give anything to have the motivation to start working out. Would you start going to the gym? Because if you're willing to do anything to start have motivation to work out, then go to the gym every day for a year and really give it good effort. And then you'll probably start feeling like working out. We got to change your attitude. Yeah, good music and good pre-workout helps too. But we got to change your attitude. But if you're really willing to give anything to have motivation to work out, then give your time and effort for a full year of training hard in the gym, adhering to your diet. When you have clinical depression, that's not easy. That makes everything harder. But you're saying you'd give anything to feel like going to the gym, then do it. Give your time and effort for a whole year. And at the end of that year, you'll probably really like going to the gym. if you have clinical depression, the gym is probably one of those things that'll really help you out. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, not a psychiatrist, but I am somebody whose main mental health activity is the gym. And if you're coming in here saying you'd give anything for motivation to work out, then I'm saying, okay, give your time and effort for a whole year of training and see if you don't feel like going. See if training isn't the one thing that you won't miss every day, right? Right? That's what I'm telling you. You're coming in this chat telling me you wish you had the motivation. So the motivation is already there. It's actually already there. And don't mistake my tone. I'm absolutely encouraging you to do it. We just need to get you out of that mindset of waiting to feel like it. You know what I mean? The motivation, the desire is already there, bro. You're joining an absolute legion of people who train every single day to help manage their emotional and psychological well-being. Me included. I'm right there with you, man. I didn't go to the gym on Saturday night because I was exhausted from working so hard. On Sunday night, I couldn't fall asleep until 5:30 a.m. because I was so in a bad place. And I even did a light workout that day. I was just out of my rhythm. You're among good company, bro. It's just what it is, man. So once again, I'm denying that first statement, but I'm absolutely lending you my encouragement and channeling the power of our community your way. Clinical depression sucks. It makes everything more difficult. It's not fun. But you can cut through all the smoke and all of the refraction of your thoughts and all the voices in your head, and you can cut right through all that and know the gym, going to the gym, giving my good effort to the gym, working hard with my training, my food, my training, and my rest is 100% always, every day, a good thing to do. It's like a light in the darkness, a lighthouse to guide you to at least one thing that you can do better, or maybe 3 things that you can do better for your day, right? Get good exercise, eat good food, and try your best to have a good sleep schedule. And I guarantee you that will help. It won't make everything better. It won't make it all better, but it will make everything a little better, right? That's how it works. You can 100% know that that's a good thing to do. And you just make it a priority and you just schedule it in your day so that you always do it, right? And in the case of clinical depression, that's something that helps. It's having some certainty about what you should do. The gym and your diet and your sleep are something that you should do. Take confidence in that. Does that help? Does it help you out a little bit? Not quite starting to lift those green weights. We're still working on that. That is a work in progress. Someday. He'll probably make an appearance at some point. Does that help you out, Pockets? Something to think about, bro. You got a lot of support in this community, even if you're new here. All right. Got a lot of homies. How long does it usually take to see results if you give it your all? 6 weeks, 6 months, 6 years, depending on what results you're looking for. You'll probably start feeling better about week 2 or day 2. Seeing results is also going to matter about your diet. If you give it your all, you can transform your body in a year. If you really gave it your all. Especially if you get your diet going the right way. That's good day for you. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Yep, me too, Juicer. Me too. That's fantastic, Hefty. Good job, dude. Good job, brother man. Let's do another one sets here. I mean, I think go to the gym, like, definitely something I enjoy and have enjoyed growing up. But this is pretty fun too. Thank you, Bacon. Another Super Saiyan Ascension. You got it, 2 pockets. We're here every day, man. If I can help it. Over the weekend, this weekend was not a good example of being here every day, but that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes sometimes. Rest up a little bit. Paid the price, but hopefully it evens out, right? How much am I benching? 1 plate. Yeah. 1 plate at the moment. Whoa. I'm tempted to get that dumbbell, or that barbell, set that up for barbell curls. I do like those. But yeah, it's a balance for me. If it's like, okay, so you gotta recover and rest so you can do some things that you want to do, but not doing those things is going to cost you mentally. It's weird. But here we are today. Get back into it. Just started back in the gym today. Nice, dude. Good job. You're going to like it. It's worthwhile. It's worth it. That's awesome, Todas. Good job, man. I'm going to try to get me some 195s rolling today too, man. Well, something. Alright, yeah. I think 45 minutes left today. That's plenty to get started, right? And Oda, thank you so much for the 2 months, man. Appreciate the love, dude. Thank you, man. That's crazy, dude. 200 pounds down is insane, man. Really proud of you. Thanks for that sub too, man. Yeah, 45 to 60 minutes, honestly, like wherever you can start, just get started. Focus on that consistency, and then as time goes on, you can put more effort and more time into your training. But yeah, just gotta get started, man. That sounds great. Sounds great. Yeah, the cross-faction thing is cool. I like what Wow's doing. They're saying, all right, things are gonna get a little crazy, but we're changing our game up. It's time. Very interesting. Very interesting to see that. Changing things up. It's time. It's time. Let's take it for rice and microwave it for meal prep. Might as well dry it out. Well, you cook it first, right? Yeah, Lance, I'm curious about how many people who are saying that, because my intuition is people who say that don't play the game anymore. They're just haters. Just sprinkle some water in there, mister. Sprinkle some water in there. Simple as that. Just when you microwave it, sprinkle some water in there. And you can get a feel for how much water you want to put in. But yeah, that's fine. Add some water so it won't be dry that way. But yeah, I imagine people who are like hating on it like that are absolutely not playing the game. It's just something that players have asked for. Simple as that too, right? So they're gonna give it a go. Right? They're gonna give it a go. See how it feels. I think that they're listening to player feedback more. They're gonna make that a goal of theirs. So, yeah. I think it'd be good. How warm is it there? It's kind of chilly today, but I got the heater on and a hoodie on, so should be able to warm up as the workout goes on, right? That's what we're looking for. Hasn't been past 20 here in Michigan. Oof, F that. I have family in Michigan. I don't envy their weather. What's up, zombie? How's it going, man? What up, bro? How's it hanging, man? What do you think, 270 pounds something to work with, or got up my game? It's 270 pounds of what? On bench, 275, that's a great, yeah, that's a great bench, but I mean, like, you know, you keep working on that one, right? Keep bumping that up. Definitely something to work with, though, for sure. For sure. Come here often, every day as a matter of fact, usually. The past 2 days haven't really been a good example of that. But it's kind of feeling like we needed to rest a little bit. How they communicate in the language of iron. The language of steel. And hooves. Thank you so much, man, for the sub. Big flex for you. Appreciate it. Eating is a problem for you, like I struggle eating more now that I've lost. I just feel guilty when it's healthy. And track your calories if you're not already, right? Track them calories so you don't have to feel guilty. You can just stick to the plan, you know? No reason to feel guilty. Yeah, you want to stick to the plan, though. You feeling good, too? There you go, get that sub rolling once again. Love to see it. Thanks for that prime, man. Welcome back, big zombie. Thank you, man. Football's been well with you, dude. You've been on the grind, my friend. On the grind, working hard. That's why I like it. That's the way we like it. Thank you for the 33 months, though, man. Big flex for you. Welcome back, dude. That's how we like it. Yup. That may have had something to do with why we didn't see you as often, huh? That little one keeping you busy, huh? We know a thing or two about that, my friend. That's funny. Yep. That'll do it. That'll do it. Oh. That'll do it. Football's well with that, though. Hope you guys are having fun. I want to go back. I feel you, bro. I feel you. I feel you. I'm only doing the 1-a-days right now, but I've done 2 days in the past, and it's really fun. I'm glad this gym stream's pumping you up, though, dude. My goal today on the bench? Probably just a little more than last time. Let's see where we're at. Mostly just trying to get in the gym, get my head on straight, but so far, we're getting there. We're getting there. So far, so good. Glad to be in here. Just trying to, like I said, trying to put some distance between me and the weekend. Yeah. Trying to get there, you know? That sounds good, zombie. It's a little while off, though, huh? Yeah. A little ways off. There we go. Couple little pull-ups here and there. That's what we're doing. Take your time. It's just good to see you in the chat, man. It's good to have you here. You take your time. Thank you for the reset, too. Done plenty of work over the years, and we're going to be here for a while, so no rush. No rush. It's always work. Yeah, you rock, man. You made a lot of awesome stuff possible for us through your support, dude. One of the all-time greats. I'm trying to make the most out of that support. Big chest day, yeah, I'm trying to get it moving. Trying to get it moving. Starting fresh, you know? Weekends are restful, but stressful for me sometimes, so I keep saying the same thing over and over. I'm just trying to get the feeling right today. We're doing the right thing, right? We're on the right path. Let's keep working. We're at least doing the right stuff, right? Nice, Chief. Nice, Chief. That's fantastic, man. We're going to try to get 225 movement today, maybe 230 actually. I got to look what we did last chest day. And Try to improve on that. Like I said, everything with work is going great. It's just our schedule definitely is strenuous with having to do having to start my day so late and then having to go so late and then having to, get by on minimal sleep. I mean, it definitely kind of eventually adds up, but whatever. Sagan, thanks so much for the 49 months, man. Appreciate it, dude. Sounds good, Pila. But all good. Like I said, we got a lot of really cool stuff that we've been doing and a lot of really cool stuff on the way, so. Yeah. It happens, Lance, it happens. There you go. Yeah, get some food in you, Chief. There you go. That work, man. Get some food in you, big fella. Makes a difference, huh? Good job. Food in you. Listerine 2, yeah, the DLC is coming out soon, huh? Awesome, Chief. Good job, dude. I love it when the effort pays off, I love that. Where you apply your effort into something and it goes well, I love that. It's the best. Good job. I love hearing that. Love it. Okay, so last chest day. What are we doing? Let's take a look. We got up to 245, 3x3, top set. Okay. Can work with that. Alrighty. Yeah, I was doing pull-ups this day too, wasn't I? We did a lot of volume. I don't think I'm gonna do quite as much volume. Workouts gonna be able. Yeah, it's just here live on screen, and then on my games channel. That's actually what I was looking at just now to see what my last workout for chest was. A lot of my workouts aren't real complicated. But gets it going, huh? Not real complicated, but does get it going. Hold up now. Wait. Wait a second. Security Zombie has transformed into Info Zombie. And his first order of business is to pop off Super Saiyan God style. First thing of the day. Oh my god. I don't know who this Info Zombie guy is, but I like him. I like him a lot. this info zombie dude is, but I like him. Seems like a beast. Thank you so much for the Super Saiyan God Ascension. Starting the week off strong. Trying to get these vibes right. Oh, that helps a lot, man. I appreciate it so much. Thank you, dude. Tremendously generous. Whoever you may be, info zombie. Thank you so much, man. Jeez Louise, getting right back to work on it, huh? Super Saiyan God style. Let's go, dude. Trying to get this mojo right, man. That really helps a lot, dude. Thank you so much. Shaking off a kind of a, like I said, a restful, stressful weekend. I don't know how that really makes sense for most normal people. That's how it is for me sometimes. You lurk away, man. I'm just glad to have you here. And it is always cool to see in the chat. You lurk away. We'll be here doing our thing, man. I appreciate your belief in me and your support for our community, man. You're an absolute legend. And hang in there with the little one. I truly believe that your entire physiology changes as a result of having to pick up and hold a little baby. I lift a lot of weights, and Jenny was pretty active too, and we both were like, man, holding this little sack of tates, put some wear and tear on the old back. Exactly, yeah, I guess that finally built some shoulders. And maybe that's why, finally getting some shoulder development here. Yeah. No, when they actually can like shift their body weight onto you and like hold on to you a little bit, they actually get lighter. When they're just like little babies and they have no way to support themselves, they're actually like, they actually feel heavier. Yeah. It's kind of insane. Yeah. They wiggle, yeah. It's kind of wild. There's the wiggling bar. Yeah. Oh my gosh. It wears out your like back and core and like hips and knees doing all the rocking that you're doing. Oh my gosh. But good on you, man. Thank you so much for the power, bro. That really does mean a lot to me. That really does help get the energy going the right way, man. I feel like I'm pretty mentally tough sometimes, but at the same time, like, you have moments that just make you feel just so, like, fragile. You know what I mean? So weird. So weird. You just gotta get through it and get on to the next thing, but it still kind of shakes you up a little. It's weird. There we go. Oh, man. Support and encouragement makes me smile. Thank you. And D&D, thanks for the 53 months, man. Big flex for you. Appreciate it, dude. Thank you, man. Whew. Got some good pumps today. Go from there. We're getting there, though. We're getting there. We're getting there. It happens, Lance. It happens. Can't put her down. No way. No way. You're a legend. You're holding that little one when they needed it. That's how it goes. Like I was saying, the one good thing about this weekend is that I had some pretty fun growth on TikTok. Make sure you guys follow me on TikTok. We're gonna be doing more with that this year. That's one of my goals, is to do more on TikTok this year. How do I hit incline? My bench is an adjustable bench, so I can just crank it up a little bit. I'll do some incline later, I think. Gonna get somewhere to flat, then we'll bump it up. I need to do more incline, so we'll get some going. I don't know why my lats are sore. Oh, sorry. I saw that from far away. I don't really do much decline. I think that my arch ends up making it feel like decline. But yeah, I don't do much decline. Maybe you could do push-ups with decline, like, if you wanted to. Or you could do dips. But I don't really do dips, so I don't do much decline. I think the flat bench ends up kind of getting that same idea. But I suppose you could, huh? But yeah, like when I bench normally, I have a bit of an arch, which probably almost makes it feel a little like decline, right? My dumbbells just go to 50. I've never really done like a lot of really heavy dumbbell work, so when I got my dumbbells, I didn't go real heavy with them. I figured anything real heavy, I'd just do barbell. And Veridan, thank you so much for a full year. Oh my gosh. Bring back on the prime. Getting the red dragon status. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much, man. For the big reset pumps. We've got 205 on the bar right now. I'm about to probably get 225 going and seeing where our working sets are gonna be for the day. See what's up. Yeah, once again, I just never really got into the big dumbbells. So last time I did 5x5 at 215 and I did 3x5 at 2025. Going for more reps lately? Not necessarily. I just kind of warm it up right now. Let's see how 225 feels. We did 225 3x5 last time. I'd like to do 5x5 today. But we'll kind of see how it goes, huh? We should be able to get this done just fine. My bench is back. A little weak sauce, just good to rebuild so much. For the pec strain, what's the reference? 2 plates? I think this will be 5, which is not very heavy. I think I'm doing more like a push-pull legs thing right now. And honestly, there are so many different ways to train. And as long as you're getting like your whole body trained throughout the course of the week, you know, getting like 10 quality sets per muscle group, you know, twice a week, that's probably fine, and then you just kind of do whatever you like. But I think that for me, my recovery and training rhythm, push-pull legs ends up feeling pretty good. But also lets me get to the gym like every day. So, that's been pretty good. But yeah, I'll throw the weights up on the screen for you. See this 225 for 5 feels like. Like I said, last time I did 215 5x5, and we could do 220, but I feel like may as well do 225 and just hit it, see how it goes. Slang those around a little bit. Maybe the little wristy wraps on for this stuff. That'd be kind of nice. I think I will. So 225 5x5, then we'll go from there. We were doing 245 for 3. Last time, I'll have a look. I think our last chest day I was feeling pretty good actually. Yeah, 3x3, 245. Did a lot of volume. Taking me a while to get warmed up today though, so it's about time we get to work, I think, and then see where we're at for old incline, which oftentimes just gets left behind. But gotta rebuild the old bench. Good job, creatine. Thanks for following, man. You're a fan of WoW Legion? You probably also like their supplements, man. I'm feeling weird. Good suppies. Legion Priest pretty good, yeah. Use code Bajheera and use my link whenever you order if you like the Legion stuff. We're sponsored by them now, so hit them up, hit them up. Show them some love. Show your boy some love. Like I said, if you order their products already, just make sure you use my link, use my code. You'll get one, you'll support me, and two, you'll get double rewards points every time you order. Yep. Yep. Well, if you're like, yeah, the pulse is fantastic. What's up, Lance? Wow, that's a lot of hours, man. Do they have any something with the whey and casein blend? I don't know about a blend, but they have whey and they have casein. So there's that. I'm not sure about a blend, though. But they have whey and they have casein. Buy them both and blend them together, I suppose, huh? I also really love their plant protein. Plant Plus. Let's see how old 225 feels. Better than that, though. Better than that. I'm 5'11", and I probably weigh about 200 pounds right now. So I'm a little on the lighter side compared to what I sometimes am. But being a little lighter has felt good to me, so I'm not fighting that. We are on the way up, but you know. Awesome creatine. Is lifting bad? So much maintainability now. Anybody who has, like, lifting is just good. Lifting is just good. If you want to maintain a good mobility for golf, then just continue to do mobility stuff. And lifting is just going to make you stronger and better at what you want to do. Any sport, you just continue to do mobility. Yeah, lifting is just gonna make you stronger and better, whatever you wanna do. Yep. I'm very grateful for creatine, it's lovely. You're what you classify as skinny fat, muscle mass is very low. Should I try to lose weight with fat or try with muscle mass? So, it's kind of up to you. I would say you absolutely want to build muscle mass, but you're kind of in like a unique point in your bodybuilding or your physique, this health journey where you can actually build muscle and lose fat at the same time. If you eat in a small deficit and train hard, you'll be able to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. But depends on what your goals are. Because if I was you, and you're not really overweight to the point where it's going to affect your health in a negative way, I would just eat in a small surplus and build muscle. Because you probably have ended up becoming skinny fat just because you haven't been putting any effort into your diet or your training at all. So start being mindful about your diet, get good, healthy, nutritious foods in, eat a small surplus and build muscle. And then worry about dieting down at some other point when you actually feel like it and you've built some muscle up. So, yeah. That's my advice. My advice tends to be build muscle. Just for the record. I tend to recommend people spend some time in a surplus to build. It's more fun. But it's up to you. Gotcha. You're pretty normal weight for your height? Yeah, okay. Time to make some gains. Get yourself in the gym and start working on a small surplus. Perfect. Thank you for the clarification. Type ! bulk and learn how to track your calories. Time to make some gains, brother. Exciting times. Exciting times. Yeah, get yourself in a surplus and fully reap the benefits of those new gains, as they call them. Yes, sir. Exciting times. Very exciting. Very exciting times. You're 1 year 7 Norton? Thanks, man. Dude, that'll be great for you, Shing Shing. Bulk time. You want to take creatine? Just with my pre-workout is fine. That doesn't really matter. I would just say take it at the same time every day, but whenever is convenient for you. How stiff is the barbell? I think it's just a standard barbell. It doesn't have like much width to it. Yeah. It doesn't really matter when you take it. Just maybe like I say, take it at the same time every day, just so you don't forget. It doesn't really have like a big acute effect, right? Post-workout's fine, but pre-workout's fine too. Whatever is convenient. So far it seems like it is JR, but it also seems like there's not really much positive benefit either, right? At least from the video, like Jeff Nipper just made a video about it, and there's no real scientific evidence to suggest that it's helpful. But I guess it also doesn't really seem like it's unsafe. It may be just one of those supplements that just doesn't really do anything, right? So it just might not be worth your money. Exclamation mark subs. You feel dumb taking creatine and fish oil? Why? Creatine's fantastic. Fish oil is like, I mean, if you need those particular fats. I take both. Now I started using the Legion fish oil. So many tablets you say? If you don't like taking a bunch of stuff, then just don't. I would take creatine. You can take creatine in pill form if you want to. Omega-3 fatty acids repeat, yeah. If you don't get them in your diet and you want to supplement them, yeah. For sure. Take those. You can. Yeah. Yeah, creatine is definitely on the list of things. Probably go ahead and take that. That was my second set. I feel like that was my third. I feel like that was my third set. But you can grab a Recharge from Legion. That's their creatine supplement. Recommended that time and time again. It's good stuff. Yep, get that link going and that'll save you some money. That first order is 20% off, and every time after that is double rewards points. Pretty juicy. I'm a big fan of pre-workout. my tier 1 subs are caffeine and creatine, so. Love the Instant reaction videos, yeah. Thank you, man, for the 25 months, dude. Big flex for you. Make sure you follow on TikTok as well. Either one is fine. I wouldn't wait to get creatine. To what I was saying, TikTok's, it's the same thing as Instagram Reels. It's the same thing. TikTok's actually the best social media platform. Except for, like, you know, Twitch and stuff. But, like, for those little clips, TikTok's actually so cool. It's so unique and cool what people come up with and share their little personalities and talents and whatnot. Here we go. Ugh. We've had fun with TikTok. I want to do more on TikTok this year. I just think it's a fun platform. Part of the gym talks. Yeah. Yeah, it's so funny. All TikTok is just dudes lifting getting erections. Yeah, it's hilarious. There's like certain videos where it's like how to know she's cheating, and the comments are like, "See you at the gym, bro." You know? The comments are hilarious. They're really funny. See you at the gym, bro. Oh man, it's so funny. Yeah. Big facts, but it's just hilarious. Yep. I don't do much cardio these days. I go for like walks and play outside with my little baby boy. That's about it. I'm familiar with Larry. I don't like to watch the gym accidents. I don't like watching that stuff. I think cardio's fine. I'm just not using my time and energy that way right now. I don't have a lot of time or energy to give right now. Really trying to work hard to progress our community and our project, and keep the balance with my family and stuff. We're thinking about getting Archer back in daycare here pretty soon, and that should help balance things out a little bit differently. And I think that'll shift us back into a more daytime schedule, which will be interesting. That'll probably mean real early starts for the streams. And then sort of earlier endings. So we'll see how that goes. And then I could maybe work some cardio in at night on those days if we wanted to, so. Those running legs, that's those huge, I have legs, yeah. I've been told cardio can be detrimental to some extent when you're building muscle. If it knocks you out of a surplus, or if it inhibits your ability to recover, then it could have a negative impact on your gains, but not just on its own like that. I think we'll play the new PoE season a little bit. Yeah, I was a distance runner back in the day. I was did track, yeah. But yeah, so be ready for a schedule change, guys. Heads up. We'll switch things up a little bit again. See how it goes, huh? Hey, Brick. Yeah, workout's going good today. I'm with you, man. This weekend was a combination of restful and stressful. It's kind of weird. Kind of weird. How to feel with the Liver King? I'm really not very familiar besides just, what I've heard. It sounds like a bit of a memer, but it's working for him, right? Is that Mason? Seems like a bit of a memer, but it's like I said, it's working. Yeah, I'm trying to shake off a bit of a weird mental space. But we're getting there. We'll be all right. We'll be there. We've been doing a really, really good job. Had a lot of cool things that we've been up to. And we've got a lot of other really, really cool things on the way. And those are all things that I can handle, no problem. But the need to rest sometimes comes with a bit of stress. So a lot of people are mad at this cross-faction business. My suspicion is that people who are talking smack about it don't play the game. People who actually do play the game are like, yeah, cool, nice. That's what I'm thinking. All right, am I Horde? I might play both. Here we go. I mean, I'm mostly Alliance. But I have a Horde character. Did I say I'm mostly Horde? PvP's actually good. Shout out. It is, yeah. PvP is really fun right now. They're really taking some. One of the things that they're doing, I believe, is they're trying to take more feedback from the community and incorporate it more quickly. Okay, good, Lance. Holy shit. They're trying to take stuff from the community and incorporate it more quickly, right? So that's like, I think, one of their moves. And if I get up and New World, just take a break. Yeah, I think that I would like to play more New World in the future. I think what's going on right now is we just have other games on a menu, right? So that's what's going on right now. We have other things that we're doing. But I'm not done with New World. I am sad that they broke the Great Axe, but I imagine we'll play more New World eventually. You know? Yeah, they are dropping blood orange, yep. Alright, so do 245, couple sets of that. I'm thinking of 5 by 3. So many more bugs? Really? Damn. Yeah, I'm just letting I'm letting New World just kind of simmer a little bit right now. Just letting it simmer and working on some other games that are interesting to me. I haven't really looked into it, Angrist. It sounds like mutations were going pretty well. I thought. I haven't gotten into them yet, but it sounded like they were interesting. Oh my gosh. 5-10K to do a thing, yeah. Oof. Expensive. Whew. What about a streamer means that you don't have to pay though? Alright, let's move this around. See where we're at. I mean, I think that on my server, I feel like a lot of people are like, at least like sharing the cost of orbs, right? And Lights, thanks for the 30 months, man. Big flex for it. I appreciate it, man. Like some groups will like charge somebody for one spot, but even when I was doing dungeons, like everybody would pay like 1K just to pool resources. PoE into Lost Ark into Elden Ring. Lost Ark is going to be a big focus for us on this channel. That'll be pretty fun. Excited for that. That should be an opportunity for growth for our channel. It'll be cool. Love the workout. Thanks, man. Glad to have you here, dude. Trying to get in rhythm today, man. Same to you, Chief. Keep getting them gains, man. We'll be here. Pumping.
Every day. That's how we usually do it.
I don't know if I rank one a lot of Stark. I don't know about that one. Have some fun with it though, huh?
Have a good time.
Having a beard has strength. I'm not sure. Not sure. I usually am stronger when I have a beard though, right? Do any competitions? Yeah, I'd like to. But it probably won't be till the end of the year, right? Give myself some time to make some gains and some time for the pandemic to settle down a little bit, right? But yeah, I mean, definitely is still intending on competing in the future. I don't know, bro. He's just a guy who enjoys the stream, but doesn't behave. He's got to act right.
He hasn't quite nailed that one yet, so makes new accounts and gets those new accounts timed out for the same behavior that his other ones got timed out for, so.
Learning how to interact like a normal human being
Sometimes takes a little trial and error.
He's still working on that one, I think.
But if he's in Discord whining about getting banned, we're still waiting on those lift videos that are one requirement of him getting unbanned.
Gotta back up some of the talk. Or else he's just talking smack, trolling in the stream, and it's like, all right. That's on the no-no list as well. Kinda, Samantha. I think when a workout is a little bit more intense and deliberate, you can kind of do just one right after the other, but I got the whole gym to myself, and maybe I'm chatting too much, but it's kind of fun to check in with you guys in between sets too. Yeah, I think I could definitely shorten the recovery times a little bit. Oh. Especially for these kind of more important sets. Probably should have tightened it up. That's a fine reminder, even if you didn't mean it that way. I think I probably should have tightened up these recoveries a little bit. Staying really a little bit differently, huh? Whew. But I do like to kind of just get, I mean, like I said, we got the whole gym myself, so I'm gonna do it kind of like to get little intra workout pumps. The shoulders warm and chat with you guys for a sec.
Need to wrap up these
flat bench sets so we can
get a little bit of incline in before the workout's over, and then we'll
figure out what kind of gaming we want to do today. I'm not sure what I want to do today.
WoW is always a fine option.
Definitely a lot to talk about
In the WoW scene, but I don't know, I might want to play something else, we'll see. I want to play some Monster Hunter or something.
League's been gaining some popularity. I don't know if I'm really feeling League as much though. Playing's been randomly popular though. A lot of people have been playing it.
I gotta get to their variety, you know?
I wonder why that is. Let's get maybe. I don't do a lot of like real heavy overhead press, but it's something I like to do. I don't know if I've looked into Digimon Survive. What's that? Lost Ark release based in the NA time zone. Well, NA has like 4 different time zones, so. I mean, maybe. I'm not sure what release you're looking at, but maybe. All right. What is it? What time zone does it say? Does it say like PST or something? Yeah, we played a little bit of League with the stream, but I don't know. There's other games that I want to play a little bit more than League right now. But I've noticed a lot of people want to get into League. It's kind of interesting. It's a fun PvP game, but still. Yo, Brados, the full year sub. Holy crap, man. Thank you so much, dude. Big Flex for you and the Red Dragon status that is now yours. What a freaking legend. Thank you, man. Welcome back, dude. Helping us get this day going. Get this week off the ground. Starting off strong. Tomorrow's like a big day. We have a sponsored stream later in the day, and earlier in the day, I'm gonna be doing 2 different sessions of talks with my friends' 8th grade classes, talking to them about stuff that may be useful to them as they progress into high school and whatnot. So. That'll be kind of neat, huh? And I'll do that on stream since it's just over Zoom. You guys can tune in for that, and I mean, it's directed at 8th graders, but I don't think the things that I'm planning to say are not important for everybody, right? And you guys can definitely be part of that discussion too, which would be fun. So, yeah, in the morning we'll do the talk, and then to finish the stream we'll have a sponsored stream, which would be fun. I don't think about it a whole lot, Sin, but yeah, I absolutely think that that's not good for you. Yeah. Yeah. I think that definitely can mess you up, yeah. I haven't done, I don't really, you know, not really an expert of the topic, but yeah, I don't think that's good for people, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know if it's like an epidemic or anything, but yeah, I don't know. Definitely not good. There we go. Oh, does somebody get into that too, Lance? Yeah. All right, here we go. Oh, man. Ah. Yeah, I definitely don't think it's a good idea. Hey, gym equipment you recommend? I'm trying to build your gym bag. What you got in there? What's in the gym bag at the moment? What you working with? I don't know if you necessarily just need to fill up your bag instead of be full. Depends on what you got. Well, I mean, I think for me, it's easy to identify, like, that is one behavior or activity that's not helpful and not good, in my opinion. But I definitely don't think it's like the sole cause of the degradation of society. But it certainly is not good for young minds. Cool, sneaking, nice. Nice. Everything should be a balance? Sure, but I think that you can have a balance that doesn't incorporate anything of something bad, right? And I think that your balance can absolutely not incorporate any of that, and you'd be fine. You know what I mean? But I'm not really like a zealot about it, but I would agree it's not helpful, you know? But that's just my opinion. I don't really have any, you know, I don't have like a whole lot of like, you know, research to back it up. It's just sort of my impressions. Like, yeah, I probably don't need to be doing a whole lot of that. Here we go. Let's do this one last set, and then we'll do some incline. That'll be a good progression for today. So we did progressive overload with sets today. More sets. If you were to throw a quote from DBZ or anime or something, you think of one off the top of my head? Well, for what situation? This is some incline. I don't know if I can recite the whole debts must be paid properly. I like that one a lot. Think I'd be doing a while in gym? You don't have to do like a full quote, but you can just say, there's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride! Like you could just have like 2 lines, right? That'd be pretty sick. There's one thing a Saiyan always keeps, his pride! That'd be pretty hype. Like the full debts must be paid monologue is pretty freaking hype though. That was one of the major contenders? Yeah. That's wrong. What was that in reference to? Yeah, Vegeta. I still am mostly a Goku fanboy. Just because I like what Goku's about. But I think Vegeta, specifically Majin Vegeta, is probably one of my favorite villains. Like, you have that friend who is always super competitive with you, but you are always a little bit better. And he goes a dark path to try to be better than you. And becomes not just like your friendly rival, but actually your enemy. That's some hardcore shit. I do not have tips disabled. Nope. The main thing is the other comparison that I've made in the past is you have that friend that you're always a little bit stronger than, but then that friend decides to hop on the juice to try to be stronger than you. That's what it really is. Oh. Not really, Willie, Oh. All right. There we go. Let's do some incline. See where this takes us. That thing going. People are weird, Lance. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh, okay. I see, Ron. Yeah, looking forward to that, huh? Mods, go ahead and let's get a ban on the base there. Let's go to get a ban on that, man. Not really. Let him up, let him up, let him up. Just rough him up a little. Just rough him up a little, let him up, let him up. Funny. Yeah, you can watch DBZ Kai where they cut out some of the extra stuff. Yeah, Demon Slayer's nuts. I haven't watched the second season yet, but it sounds like it's just as banging as before.
Definitely fantastic stuff.
Once again, once we get back on our Archer going to daycare schedule, I can probably start doing cardio at night again and watch a little anime before I call it a night.
If I want to.
Yeah. Might have to wait till the whole season's out. Yeah, Willie. Later, abs. Yeah, we're gonna get back to the. Once Archer goes back to daycare, we'll get back to the earlier schedule, earlier streams. Should be good. Should be good. Everybody recognized that we were in a pretty good rhythm there. So we're all kind of interested in getting back to that. We've been making this schedule work when we needed to, but it definitely comes at a bit of a cost. Energy wise. Kind of costs on the sleep department. But we'll see. Maybe I'm missing. Maybe I need to go back and watch it a little more closely. I think this Goku being a bad father idea is a little bit overblown. But maybe I need to study a little more closely. The target audience for Dragon Ball Z, I don't think, was young men learning how to be a father. I think it was targeted to young boys learning how to unleash their power. But I'll go ahead and I'm sure we'll give it more viewings as time goes on and gain some insight. But it's my impression the tales of his poor father are dramatically overblown. Yeah. So I don't know. 8 to 14 target audience, yeah. Goku has 2 kids and never kissed his wife? What makes you think that? You never synced it? I don't know. What makes him a bad father? Just being dead occasionally? He literally says in an episode, oh really? That's funny. That's funny. It's kind of like the girls have cooties thing, huh? It's funny. Remember kids, no kissing until you're married and you have 2 kids. That's a good message. Keep those boys honest. It's a good message. No kissing until you're married with 2 kids. Ugh. Got it, Sandy. Did Goku give Cell a sense being? Yeah, that kind of shit pisses me off. Zan, thanks so much for the 9 months big flex for that Prime. Appreciate it. That kind of stuff pisses me off. I think Vegeta does that a lot too. Like does like this, like doesn't finish opponents off or something thing. Awesome, Chillmans. You're gonna love it, dude. Woo. Thank you, Zany, for the Prime once again. Yeah, that kind of stuff makes me mad. Gotta finish them off. I mean, if you're the literal only person who can save the Earth, I mean, sometimes, you know, sometimes you gotta go get the job done, you know? You know what I mean? Ain't gonna spend a lot of quality time with your kids if everybody's exploded. You know, if your planet gets evaporated, that's gonna cut down on the quality time. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I have to rewatch it to see. But I imagine watching it as an adult will be kind of funny in some ways. But I imagine me and Archer will give it a good watch. Even if it's like, you know, perhaps to pick up like the DBZ Kai and watch that with him when he gets a little older. It's pretty fun.
You look inside yourself. Do you see light? Like a summer.
Bring him in.
When your enemies arise in the gates.
Let him know his ancestry. Know where he comes from. Lineage. No. Oh, weird. Oh. Well, thanks, Lumpy. That's weird that didn't come through. Maybe once your credentials get verified, it'll pop up. Thanks for the good vibes and the support. I appreciate it. Thank you. Alright. Oh, you put in the charity? Thank you. Very kind. Pumping them up a little more is fantastic. Thank you. Yeah, we did a really fun charity swim with them on Friday. Getting a little more love in their way is great too. Thank you. Probably could, yeah, I'm sure it'll come through. I'm sure it will. Why is this thing? There we go. I'm sure it will. Thank you so much. Grab that off there, though. Alrighty. What are for workouts? I just have these wrestling shoes. They're called Adidas Mat Wizards. Mat Wizards. So usually I just kind of wear some kind of flat rubber-soled shoe like Chucks, or I think wrestling shoes I even prefer over Chucks. Yep. That's crazy, Lumpy. Yeah, I'm not in charge of PayPal. PayPal making you do that is just, that's PayPal. Yeah. Yeah, once it comes through, that'll be great. Thank you. Very kind. And Agora, thank you so much for the Prime as well. Appreciate it. Thank you so much for that sub. But yeah, once that comes through, it'll pop up on screen. It'll be fun. Thank you. Your grandma doesn't like Google changing stuff up. I respect it. Respect it. I'm not sure she can hold you personally accountable for that one though, right? Yeah. I have to talk to her about that one. There we go. On use remove CC. Okay. Not the worst. Sometimes you might need that against like rogue bait or something. Help your team out. Yeah. You don't like the Arctic Pulse? I haven't tried the Arctic Pulse yet. But yeah, like I told you, the Genesis is gonna take some getting used to. The greens are good, but they're definitely greens. You know, they're not known for their tastiness. I haven't tried the Arctic Blast yet. You're not a fan? I'm drinking some of the grape pulse with some EAAs. Well, I mean, honestly, chugging that pre-workout's gonna make it hit you pretty good. They'll probably be hitting you pretty good then, huh? You like the feel of it? Interesting. Like I said, I haven't tried it myself, so I'll take your word for it. But yeah, sorry to hear that's not the flavor you prefer. The Blue Raz is still my favorite that I've had so far, but yeah, interesting. Interesting. Now I want to give it a try too, even more. Oh man! Is that lumpy coming through? Is that lumpy coming through? It is. Oh damn! With the lump sum. 100 big ones. Thank you so much, dude. Oh my gosh. Let's go, dude. Thank you so much. And of course, big flex for you. The lumpy lump sum hundo. Oh, dang. Thank you, man. It did come through. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, putting it in a smoothie makes sense, Crack Fox. Once again, the green steaks I'm getting used to. There's a lot of good stuff in there, but it's a green supplement still, you know what I mean? Thank you so much, Lumpy. What a Lumpy legend. You guys are popping off today. Thank you guys so much, helping us get this week going strong, man. Oh. That's what we need. Gotta get the good vibes rolling. Oh. Power flowing is beautiful too. Oh. Man, oh man. Oh. We'll do some back tomorrow. I think we gotta do hex bar tomorrow. Because we're gonna need to catch up on some leggies too. That'll be good. Hex bar plus leggies. That'll be about what we need, I think. That is so sweet, Mortius. You gotta go read to your prego wife. That is so sweet. We'll be here, and we're working on. I think we're going to be working on getting our schedule back to the earlier schedule. You know, seeing if it's safe to get Archer back in school. It's looking okay, so might get that going next week. So we won't be streaming this time, but we'll be streaming early in the day. So it's getting to that point where I start, you know, I can do the no sleep thing for a while, but things start to kind of slip and slide a little bit, and I don't like that, so. We'll get back to a more normal schedule here pretty soon, hopefully, and get a little more sleep and get things going in the right direction, right? See how it goes. I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me when times are changing, you know? Strange times, you know? Strange times. And even though we work from home and have the ability to set our own schedule to some extent, it's like, you know, gotta roll with it. Any advice to those without the motivation to work out? Just do it. Just flip the switch. Decide. Make the decision, activate, get the job done. Then you'll start enjoying it. But don't rely on motivation. You don't need motivation, you just need to get the job done. Fortunately, you'll start to feel like it as you get in rhythm. That'll help. But yeah. Any advice for dealing with body dysmorph? I guess just look at wherever you're at as a journey, right? And wherever you're at right now is just where you're at right now. And then just keep putting the work to be where you want to be, I guess. Be happy with who you are, but, you know, put in the work every day to get better if that's something you want to do. I don't think I have, like, a lot of personal experience with that one. Beyond just, like, you know, having confidence in your work and making sure you're moving in the right direction. direction it is or not, then change something up, you know? Weekend of binging and drinking, going to the gym, watery, no strength within your session. Well, remember that. Remember that you feel shitty after doing shitty stuff. So next time, when faced with the decision of doing stuff that's gonna make you feel shitty, you say, remember last time I did that? And I said, that really sucked. I would like to never feel like this again. Then you use that mindset to make your decision in the moment. Or you just right now decide that you're never gonna do that again. And you've already made the decision when the situation presents itself. Right? So like, if you wanna hang out with your friends at a party, just don't drink alcohol. Just go have fun and you know, enjoy your time with your friends. But yeah, don't eat and drink like an idiot. Yeah. Don't do that. Yeah. So we're doing some home body weight exercises to get back into it. Yeah. I say it a lot. It doesn't really matter where you start. It just matters that you start. And then you get better. Right? Focus on improvement. Just get going and start trying to get better. Yeah. That's the main thing. Just get started and keep trying to get better. That's how it works. So if you just start by just doing push-ups at home, you know, try to just do a little more push-ups than you did yesterday. Do that for a while, start adding in some crunches. Do that for a while, start adding some squats. Yeah, it's EAAs with some of the Pulse pre-workout from Legion. A little half scooper. Whew. Let's see these guys too. Yeah. Yeah. Whew. Alrighty. A couple more sets, we gotta get out of here. Try to get some gaming in. Not really sure what I want to do today in gaming. We'll see, huh? It's really funny. TikToks are kind of popping off a little bit. It's kind of funny to see that. Kind of neato. A lot of people are enjoying the talks. Make sure you guys go follow on TikTok if you don't already. TikTokies. What's up, dude? Trying to get it feeling right today. Today's a little momentum builder. See what we can do, huh? Guys are definitely helping out with the support. The Saiyan Ascension, the subbies, and the lumpy lump sum. Pretty wild. Making up for a bit of a restful and stressful weekend, as I've been calling it. Kind of weird how that works. A restful and stressful weekend. Ugh. bit too tired to get anything going, and then stressed about not getting anything going. So you can't rest. It's not a good combo. But it happens from time to time, even though we're doing great. Been doing a lot of good stuff and got a lot of good stuff on the way. Maybe that's part of it. It's hard to rest when you've been going so hard already, you know. But that's okay. We'll get back into it this week and start off strong with this workout, so that's good. That is good. Grateful for you guys being here and showing love. Yeah, if you don't use caffeine, you can get the stim-free Legion Pulse. Good stuff. Exactly, Scorb. That was me last night. I tried to go to bed early, then I was just stressing. So I got way less sleep than I would have gotten if I just stayed up late, worked a little extra, got to sleep, you know. So, oh well. Oh well. Oh well. All right. Go through pre-workout meal. Well, I don't usually eat right before training, but it'd probably be like oatmeal and a protein bar. Thanks to the advice today, widened my grip on bench and felt better activation of my chest and shoulders. Excellent, good. I'm glad to hear it. Good job, Lance. But I like to be like good and digested before training. It's just personal preference. I don't like to have a lot of food in my system while I'm trying to work out. Yeah. Good for you. I'm glad. Yeah, sometimes it's got to play with your form a little bit, you know? That's how it goes. Oh, I get it, Springs. Yeah, I get it. I'm just not good at it.
Yeah.
Just not good at it. Yeah, mystery for sure. I think that it'll be very interesting to have the cross-faction stuff, and I think it's good for WoW. I think WoW is like trying to listen to the player base and make changes based off of that, which is really good, so. But okay, let's go ahead and call the workout here. My plan is to be back on stream somewhere between 7:30 and 8, and we'll try to get some gaming in and have some fun, see what we feel like doing, even if it's just kind of a chill stream. Today's support on the gym stream has been wild though. Definitely helped out a lot, so thanks for that, guys. Follow me on Twitch, of course. Follow me on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm gonna be doing more on TikTok, so show some love over there. And I will see you guys in a little bit for some gaming. Thanks for watching, thanks for the support. See you soon. Peace.